Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, blindfolded, with a freezing wind howling in your ears, and someone forces you to take a step forward into the absolute pitch-black emptiness. That terrifying, heart-stopping feeling of having absolutely no control over your next second is exactly how 99% of retail traders feel every single time they open a position in the financial markets. You click the buy button. Your heart starts racing like a runaway train. Your palms instantly get drenched in cold sweat, and you stare at the screen with absolute desperation, silently begging the candles to move in your favor. But the market doesn't care about your prayers. It doesn't care about your family's future, and it certainly doesn't care about your tears. Within minutes, the price violently drops, hunts your stop loss with surgical precision, and leaves you staring at a bleeding red account balance, feeling utterly broken, humiliated, and deeply betrayed. You sit in the dark, asking yourself the same painful question that has haunted every failed trader for the last 100 years. Is there a hidden blueprint to this madness? Is there a secret text, a holy grail, or a classified manual that the top 1% of millionaire traders read in secret while the rest of the world is left to drown in financial ruin? The shocking answer is, yes, there is. But it is not a book filled with colorful chart patterns, useless indicators, or magical algorithms. It is a deeply psychological, raw, and dangerous piece of financial literature that holds the exact keys to the mind of history's most legendary speculator, Jesse Livermore. Today, we are pulling back the heavy velvet curtains of Wall Street to expose the exact book that builds Millionaire, Traders, the brutal secrets inside its pages, and how you can use this forbidden knowledge to completely dominate the market. If you are looking for a cheap, comforting retail tutorial, I highly suggest you close this video right now and go back to losing your money. But if you are ready to undergo a violent psychological awakening that will permanently alter your relationship with money, wealth, and risk, give me your absolute undivided attention. To truly understand why the elite 1% of traders protect this book like a state secret, we must first look at the devastating illusion that ruins every retail trader who enters this arena. The global financial system spends billions of dollars advertising a massive lie to the public. They show you beautiful advertisements of luxury cars, exotic beaches, and young kids making millions of dollars in their pajamas by simply drawing a couple of lines on a laptop screen. They make you believe that trading is an intellectual game of logic, where if you simply memorize a few candlestick patterns or master the support and resistance zones, the market will automatically reward you with endless wealth. This is the ultimate trap. The entire retail trading industry is intentionally designed to be a highly sophisticated slaughterhouse. All the standard books, the free online courses, and the popular indicators are deliberately fed to the public to create a massive, predictable herd. The multi-billion-dollar institutions and market makers know exactly what textbook patterns you are looking at. They know exactly where your stop losses are placed, and they use your predictable retail behavior as raw liquidity to fill their massive institutional positions. The moment you trade using standard retail logic, you're essentially walking straight into an ambush with a neon sign over your head. Jesse Livermore understood this brutal reality better than any human being who has ever lived. Operating in the early 20th century, without computers, without internet, and without modern charting software, he managed to amass a fortune worth over $100 million during the Great Crash of 1929, a sum that translates to billions of dollars in today's currency. How did a man sitting in a smoke-filled room, reading raw numbers from a paper ticker tape, completely bankrupt the entire pool of Wall Street elite? He didn't do it by predicting the future, and he didn't do it by finding a magical mathematical formula. He did it because he discovered that the market is not driven by economic data, balance sheets, or corporate earnings. The financial market is a giant living, breathing mirror of human psychology. It is driven entirely by two primordial, unchanging human emotions: absolute greed and paralyzing fear. Jesse Livermore's ultimate secret, which forms the bedrock of the book every single millionaire trader reads today, is that while technology, regulations, and assets change over the centuries, human nature never changes. The exact same psychological traps of panic, hope, pride, and greed that ruined traders in 1929 are ruining retail traders at this very microsecond. This brings us to the legendary masterpiece that serves as the ultimate Bible for the world's most successful market operators. reminiscences of a stock operator. If you walk onto the private trading floors of London, New York, or Singapore, and you look at the desks of the traders who manage hundreds of millions of dollars of institutional capital, you will find a worn-out, heavily highlighted copy of this book resting next to their multi-monitor setups. But why? Why does a book written over a century ago hold more value for a modern millionaire trader than all the cutting-edge AI software and algorithmic systems combined? Because this book does not teach you how to read the market. It teaches you how to read yourself. It strips away the comforting lies of technical analysis and forces you to confront the ugly, dangerous psychological flaws that are hardwired into your genetic makeup. The exact flaws that are currently causing you to blow your trading accounts. The very first foundational secret that this text hammers into the mind of an elite trader is the absolute destruction of hope. Think about your own trading behavior very honestly for a moment. When you enter a trade and the market instantly moves into a massive profit, what is the very first thing you do? You get hit with a wave of intense fear. You become terrified that the market will reverse and take your small profit away, so your heart panics, your fingers tremble, and you click the exit button, cutting your winning trade incredibly short just to secure a tiny, insignificant gain. Now look at the exact opposite scenario. When you enter a trade and the price instantly crashes deep into the negative, passing right through your stop loss, what do you do then? You don't cut the trade. Instead, you get hit with a wave of intense hope. You tell yourself that the market is just testing a level, that it is bound to bounce back any second now, and that if you just hold on a little bit longer, you will break even. You remove your stop loss. You watch the loss grow from $50 to $500, and you hold on with pure desperation until your entire account is completely liquidated. Jesse Livermore exposed this exact fatal flaw. He stated that the average retail trader hopes when they should fear, and fears when they should hope. A millionaire trader operates in the exact reverse matrix. When they are in a losing trade, they fear that the loss will get bigger, so they kill it instantly without an ounce of regret. When they are in a winning trade, they hope that the profit will grow into a massive home run, so they sit perfectly still and let the market pay them. The second profound secret hidden within this millionaire's blueprint is the supreme art of sitting still. In our modern, high-speed society, we are heavily conditioned to believe that more activity equals more wealth. We think that if we sit in front of our laptops for 12 hours a day, aggressively clicking the buy and sell buttons every time a candle moves, we are working hard and deserve to make money. Jesse Livermore completely shattered this illusion when he famously declared that it was never his thinking that made the big money for him. It was always his sitting. Got that? His sitting. Millionaire traders do not day trade the micro noise of the market. They don't care about the 1-minute or 5-minute charts that keep retail traders locked in a state of permanent anxiety and addiction. They understand that the truly massive, life-changing fortunes are made by identifying the primary line of least resistance on the higher time frames, and then having the ironclad discipline to sit on their hands for weeks or months, completely unfazed by the minor daily fluctuations. The retail crowd loses their lifetime savings because they are severely addicted to the dopamine hit of constant action, while the elite professional waits like a patient predator, taking only 2 or 3 massive, high-probability trades a year that completely secure their financial freedom. Furthermore, this secret manual teaches you how to completely conquer your own destructive ego. The ultimate reason why 99% of traders fail is because they want to prove to the world, to their families, or to themselves that they are right. When the market moves against a retail trader, their ego interprets it as a deeply personal insult. They get angry, they slide into a state of blind rage, and they begin revenge trading. They double their position size, they fight the trend, and they try to force the market to submit to their will. This is pure insanity. The market is an unstoppable multi-trillion-dollar tidal wave, and your ego is nothing but a tiny grain of sand in its path. A millionaire trader has completely murdered their ego. They don't care about being right or wrong. They care entirely about what is mathematically profitable. If the market tells them they are wrong, they don't argue, they don't make excuses, and they don't get depressed. They simply accept the market's feedback, close the trade with absolute emotional coldness, protect their precious capital, and wait for the next structural alignment. They treat a trading loss with the exact same emotional neutrality as a successful business owner treats the monthly rent of their shop. It is simply a standard, predictable cost of doing business. But my friends, let us talk with absolute raw honesty right now. You can watch this video, you can listen to these legendary principles, and you can feel a temporary rush of motivation running through your veins. But the moment you turn off this screen and open your live trading terminal tomorrow morning, the old demons of fear, greed, and panic will come crawling back into your mind. The human brain is biologically wired to fail at trading. Every single natural instinct you possess, your desire to be right, your fear of missing out, your urge to double down when you are losing, is a direct pathway to absolute financial bankruptcy. You cannot defeat this hardwired biology by simply listening to a free video or reading a generic article on the internet. You need a structured, daily, practical blueprint that anchors your mind to the 1% elite mindset every single second you are in front of the charts. This is exactly why the most successful traders in our academy don't just rely on memory. They deeply study, internalize, and continuously read the definitive distillation of these exact institutional secrets. If you are truly tired of the exhausting, endless cycle of blowing your accounts, if you are done waking up in the middle of the night to check your phone with a sinking feeling of dread in your stomach, and if you are genuinely ready to step out of the trapped retail crowd and claim your rightful place among the elite 1% of profitable market operators, then you need to possess the physical master key to this knowledge. The legendary secrets of Jesse Livermore, the exact psychological matrix used by millionaire traders to print wealth from thin air, have been meticulously decoded and laid out for you in our exclusive book, available right now in the description and the pinned comment below. This book is not an expense. It is the ultimate shield that protects your lifetime savings from the predatory algorithms of Wall Street. It is the exact tool that will force you to stop trading like a panicked retail victim and start executing like a cold, calculating professional. The choice before you right now is incredibly simple, and it will define the entire trajectory of your financial life. You can choose to ignore this warning, close this video, and go right back to your old habits. You can keep using the same broken indicators, chasing the same chaotic setups, and watching your hard-earned capital slowly bleed away until your account hits zero, and you are forced to give up on your dreams forever. Or you can make the executive, unshakable decision today to invest in your own mind. You can grab your copy of the book right now, completely rewire your psychological matrix, and finally build the unshakable discipline required to dominate this game. Stop letting the market steal your peace of mind and your family's future. Take absolute control of your trading destiny today. I want to hear your true story. Go down to the comment section right now and write down the biggest psychological mistake that has been holding you back from profitability. Whether it is revenge trading, cutting your winners too early, or moving your stop loss out of hope, let us turn the comments of this video into a raw, honest temple of truth, where real traders break their chains and step into the light of professional mastery. I personally read and reply to every single deep comment left on this channel. Take incredible care of yourself. Manage your risk with absolute iron discipline, and protect your mind at all costs. My deepest prayers and respect are always right there with you. Goodbye, and I will see you inside the pages of the masterclass.